FIFA President Gianni Infantino is adamant his organisation is actively trying to kick racism out of the game following the alleged abuse of Vinicius Jr. in the Champions League. Speaking to Sky News correspondent Rob Harris, Infantino confirmed one of the things that FIFA was looking at was the potential ban of players covering their mouths to communicate while on the pitch.
One of the things I don't understand is why a player has to cover his or her mouth when he says something to another player. Of course, when you deal with a disciplinary case, you have to analyze the situation, you have to have evidence, or anyone involved in an official capacity in the game does say something covering his mouth, that there will be a presumption that he acted in a way which is not admitted or admissible. When, of course, there is the racist protocol that started, because we did that as well. So if a player goes to the referee and tells him there was a racist incident, and the referee does this, then we should check what has happened before that. And again, I simply do not understand. If you don't have something to hide, you don't hide your mouth when you say something.
Gianni Infantino has ignited fresh debate across the football world after suggesting that players who cover their mouths during on-pitch arguments should risk being sent off. The president of FIFA believes the gesture is often used to conceal offensive or abusive language, and he has indicated that referees may need to take a stronger stance against it. The practice of covering one's mouth has become a familiar sight in modern football. During heated exchanges with teammates, opponents, or referees, players frequently shield their lips with their hands or jerseys to prevent television cameras and lip readers from deciphering what is being said. While many see it as a harmless attempt to keep conversations private, Infantino argues that the habit can also mask unacceptable behavior. According to the FIFA chief, football authorities must remain vigilant about protecting referees and maintaining respect on the pitch. He suggested that when players deliberately hide their mouths while speaking during confrontations, it raises suspicion that abusive language may be involved. In such cases, officials could treat the action as a warning sign and take disciplinary measures if necessary. The comments arrive at a time when football's governing bodies are already pushing for stricter enforcement of rules surrounding dissent and abuse toward match officials. Referees at various levels of the game have reported increasing pressure and verbal abuse from players, prompting calls for stronger protections. However, the idea of sending players off simply for covering their mouths has already sparked mixed reactions among fans, pundits, and former players. Critics argue that many footballers use the gesture purely for tactical privacy, particularly when discussing set-piece routines or sensitive team instructions during a match. Automatically assuming offensive language, they say, could lead to controversial decisions and further disputes. Supporters of Infantino's stance, on the other hand, believe the proposal highlights a deeper issue within the game: the culture of dissent toward referees. They argue that visible attempts to conceal conversations during confrontations can undermine transparency and may indeed hide inappropriate comments. For any such change to become part of the sport's laws, it would need to be reviewed by the International Football Association Board, the body responsible for determining the official rules of football. Discussions within IFAB would weigh whether the gesture itself should be considered misconduct or simply treated as suspicious behavior requiring closer scrutiny by referees. If adopted in some form, the proposal could mark another step in football's broader effort to improve discipline and respect on the pitch. Whether it becomes a formal rule or remains a talking point, Infantino's remarks have once again highlighted the delicate balance between player expression, tactical secrecy, and maintaining the integrity of the game. As the debate continues, one thing is certain: even the smallest gestures on a football pitch can spark major conversations about how the game should be played and governed.